So I've been using MEDVi for about 3 months now, and if you're still unsure, I understand the hesitation, because I had it too. The ads look solid, the site looks legit, but I assumed there had to be some sort of catch somewhere, right? But what ended up surprising me wasn't the weight change itself. It was something quieter that I didn't even realize I was missing. And if you do decide to try MEDVi, use the link down below because it's the best price that I found anywhere. I didn't even know that when I signed up, and I really wish I had. But anyways, I signed up back in June because I didn't want to sit in another clinic waiting room. The idea of doing everything online felt easier, even though I was skeptical at first. The setup moved faster than I expected and didn't feel complicated. I filled out their intake questionnaire in maybe 15 minutes. It asked about my weight history and what I had tried before, that kind of stuff. So I submitted it, paid, and then honestly didn't think about it much. A couple days later, I got an email saying a provider wanted a quick call. That call was short, around 10 minutes, and very straightforward. Like 5 days after that call, the MEDVi package showed up at my front door, and seeing it made it feel more real. And I definitely hesitated for a bit. The first few days, I kept waiting for something obvious to happen. Nothing really did, which almost made me more aware of myself. When I opened it, everything was packed clean and labeled with instructions. It wasn't some sketchy unmarked bottle situation, which I half expected. But I read through everything twice because I didn't want to mess anything up. Then I set it on my counter and just stared at it for a while. But when I finally, built up the courage, I took it and I expected to feel something immediately, like some obvious, okay, it's working moment, but nothing like that happened. By day 4 or 5, I noticed breakfast felt different. I made my usual amount of food, but stopped halfway through without trying. Just didn't feel like it. By the second week, the bigger change showed up mentally. Food just wasn't constantly in my head anymore, and I started realizing MEDVi was working in a way I didn't expect. That part caught me off guard more than anything else. It wasn't dramatic, and the difference on the scale wasn't that crazy. The constant planning around meals just quieted down. I wasn't thinking about what I'd eat next while still eating. And at first that felt a little strange, like something was wrong, but then it kind of just clicked that this might be how it's supposed to feel and what a healthy relationship with food is actually like. But now the program itself was slow in the beginning. I lost about 6 pounds the first month and honestly hoped for a little more, but it was great because it stayed off and I didn't feel miserable doing it. That made it easy to keep going with MEDVi. After the dose adjustment, things picked up gradually. Some weeks moved faster, some barely moved at all. There was one rough stretch though where eating felt uncomfortable. I reached out to support through their messaging system about it, and once I adjusted how I was eating based on the advice I got, that just passed. And after that, everything felt steady again. Just over 3 months, I'm down about 17 pounds. It certainly wasn't overnight, but it's been consistent. And the biggest difference is how normal food feels now. I mean, I can go out, order something, eat part of it, and just be done. Before, I would have kept going out of habit, and when I'm already full, now when I'm done, I'm actually just done. But one thing I worried about early on was whether the company itself was legit. Now, I'd seen a few mixed reviews, and well, I didn't really know what to expect. And I did run into a billing issue once where I was charged twice. It took some time back and forth to fix, which was a little frustrating, but we got it. It took close to 2 weeks to start out, but once that was done, I had no other problems with them. What really mattered more to me was how the experience felt day to day. And that part has worked pretty well for me. And it's not like they just leave you alone. They check in each month before shipping the next dose. It's quick and it hasn't felt like a hassle. I also started walking more because I felt less sluggish throughout my day. It's nothing extreme, just short walks a few times a week. It's actually really helpful. But now, of course, it sounds simple, but it just changed how I feel daily, having this more healthy relationship with food now. Not obsessing has been a huge relief. Now, of course, it hasn't been perfect every single day. I still have to stay consistent, and that billing issue was pretty annoying. But overall, it has been worth it for me. The progress feels steady and manageable. Now, if you're already leaning toward trying MEDVi, go ahead and use that link below now. It's the easiest way to start, and you don't want to miss the best price like I did.